A bit different than what I do with the books, because with the book, everything's done with a brush, and I do it much smaller, and I'm a lot closer to the actual page. But for con sketches and stuff, I have to be a little bit quicker, so I use the microns. I started off with microns, but it just wasn't a fine enough line.
And what was it about getting those, almost finite lines right down the paper like that? I mean, what was the draw to that?
Well, I was working at an art supply store, and there's a company called Dover, and they do a lot of like recreations and reprints of different artists and art books and stuff. And we started to get a lot of Gustave Doré books in, and I just really loved the line work. And I don't know, like the whole comic process took a really long time to get something that I was really happy with, like my style-wise. Like I was trying all kinds of different things. And, my favorite comic book artist is Mike Mingola, so it's a little bit difficult when he's so perfect in everything he does, and it's very simplified, but then there's so much information there as well. I was trying to do something similar, but it just wasn't clicking or whatever. So,
but through that process, you think you found?
Yeah, I just because I'm not too good with shadows and stuff, like doing cast shadows on things, and so I would just put a lot of lines into it.
Yeah.
And I think from that's where it sort of sprung from, is just throwing more and more lines at it. And I started doing the comic at actual size, because I thought it was going to help save me some time. Like, if I have a smaller area to do it, then I'll get it done quicker instead of doing it 11 by 17. So, but now I've just gotten more comfortable with it, and I seem to be zeroing in, smaller and smaller. So with every book, it's a little bit different.
We're here with the creator of Cursed Pirate Girl, Jeremy Bastian. Just released the trade paperback collection of the first 3 issues, and you're working on the second volume, correct?
Yes. I have a page, my latest page I brought with me, so I can prove to people that I am working on it. But that's the original page 4 from the next issue.
And how long does it take you to finish a page normally?
Right now I'm averaging a week a page, so I am very slow, but I have the extreme luxury of not having any deadlines. My publisher just wants me to get it done the way I want to see it get done, and not to have to cut corners and speed things up just to get it done like on time. So it's good for the book, and it's good for me, but it's not so great for the public, because it's going to be a while before the next one comes out.
Now, you guys did a thing on Kickstarter, pushing some of these books and trying to get the project going. And as a matter of fact, that's how I found out about you. I met with David Peterson a few times, and I read the books, and I know that you had a pin-up in there, but I didn't really know about your stuff until Kickstarter. How do you think the internet has really changed and influenced in the way that artists get their work across to the readers?
Well, it does make it a lot more accessible to find new stuff. You can always go online and find like new artists that you never heard of before and stuff like that. So that's really cool. Like Kickstarter, the whole Kickstarter project, I had never heard of Kickstarter until my publisher said, "Hey, I'm going to try something out, and go to this link," and then I was like, "Oh, this is a company that helps people fund things." So it was a little bit different perspective on the whole Kickstarter thing. Usually you're doing it because it's all you, and it's like a really grassroots kind of thing. But my publisher came up with the idea to do it. We set a really low goal because we figured, 2,500 towards this thing is a lot better than 0 towards this thing. So we put a low goal on it. We reached the goal pretty quickly, and then it just sort of skyrocketed from that. Just, more people began to talk about it and stuff like that. So it was really amazing, and I'm flabbergasted by the whole